I want to do a quick speed run, if you guys will indulge me. I'm going to try a Bandit Bringer any percent. You know, I've been working on this. I've been training for GDQ. We'll see if I can get it. All right, ready? Here we go. And time. All right, so thanks for coming to my section of GDQ. You know, I was hoping to get a 9. You know, slightly late on time there. We'll have to go back and review it. I think if we go back and look, it might be a sub 10. Yeah, maybe we'll record. Not sure. Thanks to everybody watching from Germany. I appreciate you. How long do you think it takes to write a YouTube comment? If you guys didn't see the video on Twitter already, it has 120,000 views on Twitter, which is pretty wild. There's like so many layers here to why I'm so confused about this. You guys know, I get dumb YouTube comments all the time. So it says, a good reminder. It's free to make an account and comment about fighting games on the internet. You can even lie and hope that they don't spend 30 seconds in training mode, but not me. Have to learn how to IB Bandit Bringer. Otherwise, Soul can just loop a Blockstring into Bandit Bringer until you get hit. And I replied, no, there's like lots of ways out, right? This is not real. So I named a bunch. I said, you know, you can 6P, you can backdash, you can FD, you can dead angle, you can air to air, you can air throw. You know, you can backdash. There's lots of things. And he said, no, those things don't work. None of those things are real. He said, Testament, you know, he can't 6P out. Lots of characters must not be able to 6P out, right? So I was like, well, is that true? Can Testament not 6P out? So I spent 3 seconds to set up a recording, and then I 6P'd with Testament. That was early 6P. What about late 6P? Wow. Late 6P works. Not only does it work, it hits them on the ground, so Testament could do a combo. Certainly, like, jump back must not work out. Like, oh, jump back works. All right, well, jump forward must not work, right? Oh, okay. Well, air throw must not work too, right? He said that doesn't work, right? Air throw. Huh. What about metered options, like with no meterless reversal? Maybe FD into backdash? Huh. Maybe like dead angle, right? That'll work. Wow. Maybe Testament has a counterattack that just gets that. Wow. It's almost like if you try arguing on the internet with people who don't play fighting games, they will just type whatever they want into their free-to-create YouTube account and lie or say things that are untrue. And to, you know, make it really the icing on top, right? I mean, I checked his YouTube account comments on my channel, and the comment before this was, I'm really sad Strive is getting simplified. But he can't spend 10 seconds in training mode testing if the comment he left on my channel is even true. Huh. There's a reason I made this video. It's not just because this comment was wrong. There's no issue with being wrong. And nobody knows everything. I don't know everything. None of you guys know everything. People who are experts on this game, who've been playing Guilty Gear for their entire lives, don't know everything. And this comment is like, he's disagreeing, which is fine. But more importantly, he types in, Soul can just do a Blockstring into Bandit Bringer, and if you can't IB, there's no escape. Imagine if that was true. Like, this Soul would be fucked up if that... Soul would be so fucked up. This character would be incredibly fucked up if that was the case. I responded to that comment, and I said, like, hey, you know, I can think of, like, 6 ways out of that Blockstring into Bandit Bringer off the top of my head. And instead of being like, oh, like what? Like, is there something I don't know? Like, what are the options? That's, like, an easy thing to say as a human. It's very easy to say that. Just be like, I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, he says, like, oh, wow, sick list. Like, yeah, can't even name any. That was what made me pissed. I was like, oh, this is the kind of game it's going to be, huh? I said, hey, man, you can 6P, you can air to air, you can FD, you can dead angle, you can backdash the move, you can backdash after the move, you can throw if they're point blank. I specifically said you can throw if they're point blank. That was my wording. And he replied with, Testament 6P is ass as an anti-air. And then he typed, this is what made the video. This person typed, you can't throw unless they're right next to you. What are you, a fucking, like, do you not know this? Are you stupid? As per my last YouTube comment, I said point blank. Not only that, but they called me a Soul down player. And the reason this video exists is because he's actually a down player. He couldn't remain anonymous. He had to say, Testament 6P is ass. If his hubris didn't take over and he just said, like, oh, some characters 6Ps don't work and some characters this, if he didn't have to downplay his character, I wouldn't have known what moves to test because, again, I don't know what 6Ps beat Bandit Bringer and what 6Ps lose. I'm sure there are some that lose. The second I saw him say Testament, I took that shit straight to training mode. The best part is he didn't even say Testament 6P loses or wins. He didn't try it, clearly, because I couldn't make Testament 6P lose. It's so good at stopping Soul's Bandit Bringer. I actually can't think of any move in the game that's better at beating it. The worst part is I've played multiple Testament players. They have never 6P'd Bandit Bringer. I've never seen it in my life. You fucking Testament players didn't even try? You guys are just like, oh, 6P is bad. You didn't even try? You guys are so bad. All of you play this cheap ass character and don't even fucking think or try to play the game because he's so cheap. Fuck all of you. They're like, oh, it loses sometimes. I can't ever try it. Like, why? Why not? Why not just try it? What's the worst thing that happens? You try it and it doesn't work and you just try another option. Like, I don't know, dude. That's why this video had to be made, chat. It's not because he's wrong. He just immediately showed up and was like, I know everything. Fuck you. You're wrong. This shit doesn't work. My character's not good. You're downplaying. Like, he didn't even consider, you know, that there might be other options out there. He's probably not even happy that I found out that Testament has great ways to beat it. The exact thing that he was trying to argue against, which is that complex games are hard because you have to IB to get out of this. I just showed that there's like 10 ways out of this that are not instant block, right? I got a series of comments about this that's like, why are you being so mean to this guy? People do this all the time. Let me explain this. If you show up to my chat and say, hey, fuck you, Sajam, I hate you, I can say your parents never loved you, get fucked, and ban you from my chat. Oh, and it's totally deserved. If you're not an asshole to me, I'll be nice to you. I even censored their name in the fucking tweet. Like, I went and found a solution to something he says doesn't exist. Fuck this guy. It's not that hard. I don't understand this defending people. Even worse is the person who said maybe he meant Fafnir. He didn't mean a completely different special move. Also, Fafnir is -13 on block. If he meant Fafnir, I swear if this guy meant Fafnir. Maybe he didn't mean Bandit Bringer. Maybe he meant Cammy's Spiral Arrow in Street Fighter 2. Everybody's so quick to be like, don't be mean. Don't dunk on this person for being mean. Look, I get it. I'm not trying to dogpile on people randomly for no reason. Do you know how many dumb comments on YouTube I get every single day? There's a reason that this specific YouTube comment got called out. The attitude was trash. They were given solutions. They didn't accept or even test them. For any of you out there, that whether you're a beginner, whether you're experienced, whatever level you are, anybody can make an account and talk on the internet about fighting games. The people who will believe stuff like this are going to be new players, right? Because when I looked at his comment originally, it had like 4 or 5 thumbs up. He just says something completely untrue with no research. That's completely wrong. And new players or inexperienced players who maybe don't play Guilty Gear or are new to the series or whatever saw it and just was like, oh shit, you have to know how to IB this? Wow, Guilty Gear must be tough. The reason you talk about these things is because somebody made the comment, but other people will think it's real, or other people won't know that this comment is wrong, or other people won't know that this guy is just making shit up. So it's important to be like, hey, that's just not true. In an ideal world, that person is like, oh, really? How so? I say, you can do all these things to beat it. And they say, wow, I tried this, it worked, it's great. And more importantly, this is something that pisses me off a lot. People say shit about fighting games that is so provably untrue. Killer Instinct, I want you to understand, this didn't happen with bad players. The best players who played KI would type things like this. Roll back. Yeah, as Infilament says, in KI, it was every week. This thing is unstoppable. You can't do anything about this. It's like, okay, you can backdash it. And they're like, what? It must be like a 3-frame timing. It's like, nope, you have 10 frames to just backdash. You got all the time in the world to just backdash out of this. But like, they were so loud and obnoxious that everybody just believed them. They just assumed they were right. They're like, well, these players are good. They must be right. There must not be a way out. How many of these people do you think are running around out there just saying shit like this? It's everywhere. It's rampant. There's answers if you care to find them. The point is that he doesn't care to find them. Imagine so confidently stomping your foot and being like, I'm right, for a 10-second solution to an answer. Listen, I don't just make content that's like, haha, funny Fortnite dance, Tomato Town memes, and then we all floss and leave. I make content, right? And I make discussion pieces. To engage with the stuff I make, you usually have to sit and think about it. This is why you have to engage with comments like this, correct?